Hey everybody, it's July 30th, and my plan for today is to remove the remaining of my honey supers, which I have five honey supers remaining. Three of them I'm pretty sure are capped. Two of them, my two shells, they did not work out on my Demeray hive. We'll get into that last. Not sure what happened with them, but so for now I'm just going to focus on these honey supers and get this over with. And then I can get everything treated, get all do my mite treatments, and then maybe get set up for the fall. Hopefully I get a fall flow. Already seeing some goldenrod come up. There's no blooming yet, but probably sometime, well, probably in 2 weeks or so, we'll probably see some blooming. So some goldenrod bloom. So I want to be ready for that. So let's go ahead and look into these honey supers. Hopefully they're all capped. I may end up taking, if they're not capped, I may end up taking them anyway and trying to dry them out. So I got to get my treatments done. Probably like one of the biggest mistakes that I've made like in the past is like skipping my summer treatments because I was trying to capture like that a little bit of a, say, like an extra 2 weeks of the nectar flow. Not worth it, because all you do in that case is you screw yourself up for the next year. You might get like 2 weeks, maybe another, who knows what, like 20 pounds of honey or whatever, or another super honey, but then the next year your bees are weak or possibly even dead. So that's why I'm going to try to get my treatments in. Okay. They really got this sealed down. Those bees are up in there, that's for sure. It's kind of a cloudy day. It's one of those days that make my bees kind of grouchy. Give them a little bit of smoke. I think I'm gonna clean some of this. I already got a bee on my finger coming after me. I'm gonna clear some of this wax off, which is a pretty good indication they're still building. There is still a flow. There is a flow. Our big flows are over. Our basswood's done. And right now I think the main flows are the sweet clover, a lot of that, and there's still a lot of milkweed out there. But what I'm seeing now is they're mainly on that clover, I think. Still, I'm seeing more clover, sweet white and sweet yellow clover along the roadways, the highways this year than I ever have. A lot of years I don't even notice it, but I've noticed everywhere I go, I notice it now. So I think it's just a really good year for the clover. And I don't know what else is blooming right now. I don't know if sumac's blooming. It could be. So what I'm going to do, I usually use Honey Bandit, but I ended up getting some Fisher Bee Quick. I've not tried Fisher Bee Quick yet. This is my first try. The reason I got the Fisher Bee Quick this time was because I got the free shipping on Amazon Prime. Let me give this a spray. Oh, that's strong stuff. See, what I do is I just spray it on these puppy pads. They're unscented puppy pads, and then I lay it across the top. I don't actually have a fume board. I might make up a few fume boards this winter. Get those bees down there. This stuff is strong. I know that Honey Bandit. I got that Honey Bandit. I sprayed it. Oh, you can hear those bees. They don't like this at all. I sprayed that Honey Bandit on my glove. This was just a couple weeks ago. Thought I was being smart, and I keep the bees off of me. I sprayed the Honey Bandit on my glove. It soaked through my glove, and man, did that burn. That burnt my skin, and it took, actually that was about 2, maybe 3 weeks ago, and it was even still like a few days ago. It was kind of still blistered. Like I had a rash there and my skin was peeling. It's kind of concerning. Just going to give this a few minutes. Okay. That was about 3 or 4 minutes, so I'm going to loosen up these supers. They're heavy. Definitely heavy. Bees are coming out. Get out of there, bees. I don't want to squash you. All right. Huh. Interesting. Not a whole lot of... Got to pull my pant legs down. Let's take a look here. Oh, this is heavy. So, yeah, it didn't get all the bees out of there. Didn't work as good as the honey bandit, but it could be the weather. It's cloudy. They say that the sun definitely, the heat has something to do with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and just blow some of these out of there. Blow them down. All right, now I'm gonna move them over here. Oh, that's heavy. That is heavy. And so I'm going to cover this one up. While I work on that super, I'm going to cover this super up and let those bees, force those bees down. And then I'm going to move the camera over here, and I'm going to try and blow these bees out of here. Okay, well, let's do this because that wind's picking up. Yeah, and see, it doesn't, this Bee Quick isn't forcing those bees down there like the other, like the honey bandit does. It doesn't mean that that one's better than the other. It's not, this isn't like a scientific test or anything. It's just things are different. Like today it's windy, it's cooler, cloudy. So that could have something to do with it. Let's just take a look. Yeah. Well, that one's not capped. You know what? This one isn't capped. You know what I'm going to do? I know exactly how I'm going to do this now. I'm going to take what's capped of everything. I can take all this. That's for the most part capped. For the most part. Not capped, but not even fully drawn. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and take the whole thing. I was gonna take everything that was capped and then just try to consolidate my uncapped frames into one super and then put that one on. But I'm just gonna take this whole thing. It's 90% capped. 90% is pretty good. Some people don't even wait for it to be capped. So, aside from this one frame right here, This one, they could finish filling this one though. So I'm going to take this and put it in this other hive and take a full frame out of the other hive and take it home with me. How's that? Make sense? Do a little swap. Yeah, figures. It didn't take long for those bees to work their way back up in there. A little bit of smoke. Keep on myself, keep the bees away. All right, bees. All right, get this stuff, put this back on. Just got to get them down there. Maybe this one. All right. Yeah, that one's capped. That one's good and capped. See that? So I'm going to take this. Get off of there, bees. Please. Everybody off. Okay. We need to hurry before that wind picks up. That rain's a coming. Because every time I start doing something like this, the weather decides to turn on me. So I'm going to take this and put this over here. Because I'm taking this home with me. Then I'm going to take this one that is completely open on that end and still has some cappings on that end. They haven't even like put any nectar in this at all, so that'll give them an opportunity to fill this. All right, now done with this little operation here. So these bees, say, are doing a pretty good job. They're going to have one more week to fill. Cap. There's a wasp. I just started using screen dividers for extra ventilation. Just started doing that this year. I don't know. I don't want to say that, oh boy, it works wonders, but I almost do think that I noticed a difference in the bees. Maybe just being more productive. Come on. All right. All right. Now back to this. Put some more Bee Quick on. Do this one more time. Get everything out. I know. I ended up having to do it twice on this hive. Okay. Well, let me take care of this real quick. Okay. Drove those bees down, hopefully. Not really. Not really. Huh. That's interesting. You know what? Here's a good... I'm going to do something. Got a little bit of a test I'm going to do. I have a little bit of the honey bandit. I'm going to go get some of that and try it and see what that does. Okay. So now I have a different pad. sprayed up with some honey bandit, a little bit that I had left. Let's see what the heck the difference is. Go on, put that on there like that. Take this, put this on there. Give it a few minutes, see what happens. Okay, that was about 4 minutes with the honey bandit. Let's see. Let's see what that did. See if that cleared those bees out of there better than the Bee Quick. There's still some bees in there. So, yeah, we got bees. So I'm going to say that it's the weather, the cloudy. It's cool out, cooler than it usually is. Cloudy. That probably has something to do with it. The rains are coming. Sorry, bees. Doing my best to get you all out of there. It's weird. All right. I got to get this mess here cleaned up. Rain's coming. Got to get this queen excluder out of there. Jeez, here it comes. Here it comes. Ah, brother. Why does this always happen? Pennsylvania. Get with it, Mother Nature. Get with it. Pennsylvania's just such a bitch when it comes to the weather. All right. There. Bees are coming after me for sure now. I'm going to put this in front, let the bees climb up the front. Not really fighting it because that weather's turning real fast. Smoke these bees down. Get down there, please, everybody. Attention, all bees. Get down in there. Use my brush. It came in Reynolds. Doesn't like to use it, but I don't mind using a brush. I got to get this hive wrapped up. These bees are all over the front, and there's a big storm coming in. See those bees in the front? They need to get their asses inside the hive. There. Okay. These ones, I believe, are, for the most part, they're put back together. They just better get their asses in the hive because that storm's a coming. I had bees one time that they did this. They were all over the front of the hive. Big storm came through. They didn't get into the hive quick enough and pretty much came out the next time and they were all washed all over the ground dead.